Major action expected in Bayern. Do you expect major action in Nairobi at Kandanda House? We saw the letter last week. New administration into place. Nick saying he's in charge. Could we see a major action this week?
Actually, Nick has announced that he has announced the resumption of the league. Probably there is something he knows we don't know, because as far as I'm concerned, the FIFA ban has not been lifted. But I'm praying that going by what has transpired at Kandanda House, FIFA will really lift that ban, because young talents out there very thirsty to get back to the field. It's unfortunate that we really celebrated a team that could not give us anything. If I borrow words from somewhere, that was hot air from the transition and caretaker committee. Very unfortunate, because these are people who have never briefed us on how they are managing the Kenyan football. Remember, even as we remain banned, we really needed to have had some activities in as far as the national team is concerned. We don't have a national team coach for Harambee Stars. And Nick Mwendwa has so much to handle, even as he came in. We wish him well, and we welcome him back. Actually, I've told you I will support his return, because Waswahili wanasema, Waswahili ama ni, I think it's an old traditional saying that mtu mwenye hajaenda nje anajua ni mama yake tu ndio anajua kupika. So in this case, I think we decided and went out there only to realize that food made at your home is the best. So we welcome him. We tell him that lessons learned from all quarters. He has learned his lesson. The stakeholders have learned their lesson. Let us come back on the table together and build Kenyan football. That can only be the only statement every good Kenyan who loves football can give.
Shitera has decided to use figurative language, Arocho. Some couple of months back, you said, climb down from the high horse. And again, in the face of all this, break it down for us. What are the wins or losses, if any? Because we've had him out of office in the last 13, 12 months or so. But in my view, going to the stadium, I think we've lost a lot. Maybe you can break it down for us. If at all he returns, where does he pick it?
Well, we've lost a lot, because look at the fact that we are not playing in the AFCON, and even the AFCON might also be another challenge because of the fact that we didn't play the qualifiers. I like the fact that Nick and his group have come down from the high horse. The last week, Nick, Petra, and Barry Otieno met most of their branch officials. The rebellion.
Have you talked to him?
Who?
Nick?
No, I've not talked to him, but as a journalist, I know that they've met, and he's been trying to bridge the gap that was there. You know, the rebellion was even within his own members. I like the fact that he's talking to them. He's not talking at them. And I've been saying it on this show that Nick Mwendwa needs to come from top of the high horse. He had a discussion with the various chairmen and trying to, you know, football is about bringing us together. And I like what Shitera said. We've lost a lot. I don't think we've gained anything by the fact that the federation has not, a substantive federation has not been there.
Yes, yeah.
Because nothing was, okay, for me, nothing was expected from the caretaker committee. There's very little they could have done. I think at times we are even unfair to this caretaker committee.
Put so much expectation?
Yes, because they could not handle a lot. They cannot handle anything outside our jurisdiction. They could not handle the national team, and that one was quite evident when they tried handling the ladies' national team. Once again, football, Shitera and Swila is to bring us together. Nick needs to talk to the stakeholders. You need to bring in the fans. You know, fans are also major stakeholders. As much as you're looking down upon them, you need to bring them. And they need to own certain decisions that you make. They might not be the ultimate decision maker, but they need to own their decision. You need to bring in, as I've said, the branches. The talk with the branches, for me, is very positive. The energy that is bringing back into the game. He needs to involve the club officials, the Kenya Premier League club officials. They've not been at talking terms. He needs to talk to them. I remember there's a time when he suspended Shikanda and Rachier. I told him on his face, Nick Mwendwa, you need to talk to your members, not at your members. And he's doing that. And I'm seeing in a week or so, the game is going to be back. We are going to enjoy to be communicating to FIFA. It might take some time before FIFA responds, because I believe they're sitting in World Cup.
To ratify.
No, but I think he has communicated.
But actually, Chitera, I think how they do it.
There must be a sitting for us to back. Because the same sitting kicked us out.
Because, actually it was a
But the beauty is we have not been banned. We have just been suspended.
Yes.
The Congress had to say to ratify that ban. And as it says, doing things through order in that, I expect probably a sitting, as it says, to say now we've lifted.
But what I'm enjoying is we are having some good air.
The harmony.
And we are taking that direction that FIFA recommended, that reinstate the federation. And I think the federation is back. Let me say so. It is back. And, let us build it from there. I request from the FKF president to bring everyone on board. Yes. Let everyone sit on the table. As you say, your concern, my concern, and any other person's concern can bring some good energy on the table.
Let's bring everybody on table. We want to end it at that note. But before we do that, one of our ardent followers, Mukalo Kwayera, says, good to hear you discuss volleyball. History tells a different story about women in sports. Women seem to thrive in team sports than the men in Kenya. For example, hockey, national football teams, Harambee Stars versus Starlets, and volleyball. The trend is traceable to club level. My guess is discipline. And Oluga in Mombasa says, President Ruto has to take action and, of course, uplift the state of sport in the country. We would want to wrap it at that. Of course, we can go on and on, but of course, lots of programming coming up. We thank you for keeping us company. My name is Isaac Swila. Keep it locked, Citizen TV. Of course, the leading TV in East and Central Africa. Bye-bye from us now. Good morning. Bye-bye.